a workspace only due to our internal business.
Where will be your workspace? Where is your workspace?
Workspace, we took it in near Fajara, near Vista office, Vista Bank.
Vista Bank?
Yeah, near Vista Bank. The same building, there is a place there. So if we held any meetings or any training, we go there and we rent the place and we do our work.
So as of recent, if you are asked about the address of the company, what will it be?
As of, sorry?
As of recent, right now.
Yeah.
What will be the address of the company, 5C?
The office was there, the address was there, if you're asking about the office. But the rent, the office where we were renting, we stopped that one.
I don't understand.
The office, we were renting the office,
yes,
but we stopped the rent over there.
Yes.
So now, if you ask me, if we are holding any training or any kind of work, we have a workplace where we can do the training. Means that's one also called a workspace. It can be a workspace.
Yes, but that would not be your office.
That would not be our official office, yes.
So how can a 5C's company be located in the event you need to be served with anything, or customers or clients or the government or any interested party needs to locate 5C? Where will they locate you?
No, basically we had the office and we were working on shifting that office. But if you're asking basically now, this is how we work. But we were in process to allocate another office.
When was the last time you had an office?
The last time we had an office?
Yes.
We still have the agreement till the end of 2022. So from that time, we are in work.
So since 2022, you
end of 2022. Yeah.
End of 2022, you don't have any office.
We don't have office, but we don't continue the rent of that office.
No, you don't. That's what I mean. If we can't identify any place as being your office, 5C's office, then it is as good as saying you don't have an office as of now. Will that be a fair statement?
We had an office, because I don't get you when you're saying office. You mean the allocated place, right? So I said until the end of 2022.
Yes.
So we were looking for another appropriate place, but our work still existing in the place where I mentioned.
How many staff do you have?
As of now,
yes,
I have 2 staff.
2.
Yeah.
And what are their positions and their names and position?
Okay. Let me clear you something. Before, when we had 5C energy only, we had the staff like Mr. Bab, like 2 supervisors, Mr. Jalo and all. But when we shifted to Enoko, because we opened another company basically. So now the staff currently with me, they are under another company which is called Enoko. So basically, if you are talking about 5C only, not the operation, 5C now it's me only.
Only you?
Yeah.
So who, so you don't have a staff, 5C don't have a staff, you don't have an office, and you don't have a staff. And how do you do business in this country?
Sir, if you know, our IT related job, we don't require an office to operate, but our job is to go to the council and provide all the necessary support. So for me now, if I'll rent an office, I'll have a staff, 5 or 10 staff, that means more charges for me, right? Plus, I was not getting anything as payment from the council. So for me, we decide to stop hiring people till we see the situation, till we get more income so we can hire more people. So if you're asking about more staff, how we operate, no sir, we are operating and we are having the back-end system and the back-end staff where we have developers and we have admin staff, we have accounting, we have everything.
So you don't. But you don't. You said it's you alone for now. 5C, you said it is you alone for now. So you don't have all these things. You cannot, wait a minute, you can't convince me that you have a proper setup as a company when you are alone in the business and you're the only person that can be identified with respect to the company. You don't even have an address.
The question was how we operate.
The question is, do you have a staff? And you said no.
But the second question was how we operate if you are only alone, right?
Yes.
I am alone, sir, on the ground.
Yes.
And we are operating. As I mentioned, I have the team of developers, I have team of accounting, and I have team of admin. So any matter relating to the IT, I don't need to bring staff physically here on the ground, sitting in an office, paying the rent, paying him a salary without doing anything. So for me, if you're asking me how we operate, how we solve the problem for the council, I say yes.
No, you have a team, will probably be hiring people on contract. Is that what you are saying?
We had, yes.
Exactly. But as a company, you don't have a staff. You have already agreed with me that you don't have a staff. You are alone in the company.
For as of now, yes.
Since when? Since when did you last have a staff?
Since end of 2022.
And it's almost a year now. Is it a company, 5C?
Yes, it's a company.
When was it incorporated?
2018.
Do you have the incorporation document with you?
Yes.
Can I please have it?
As you asked me last time, Honor, for the emails and all the documents, here a copy of 35 documents, emails, and the company also documents are here. So this is your copy.
So what you do, tell us now the documents you have, one after the other, and then we will just examine them.
All right. So I have marked them as numbers, so in case you are checking, at least you will see the number of the document. So document number 1 is the letter sent to the area council of Basay, change of the control 5C energy company, that we have changed the management.
I know your voice is a little bit low, but can you just increase your voice a bit?
Sure.
So that the commissioners will hear what you're saying.
No problem. Okay, the first document, I have marked the documents by number so you can see when we're talking about the documents. So document number 1 is the letter sent from our lawyer to area council of Basay, mentioning the change of control of 5C energy when we changed the managing director, where I was appointed as a new managing director on 11th May 2022. Second document is the list of the POS damage. The lady was asking me last time about it. That's from Basay. Document number 3 is the list I have requested Basay to send me when they were asking me about the more devices, so I had to check with them how many machines are still working. So here it shows total of 12 machines are working, the rest were damaged. Sent by Mr. Lamin Suw, the IT manager. Document number 4, that's a letter to clear both invoices 2020 and 2021, sent to Basay Area Council. That's after discussing with Mr. Lamin Suw and we submit our invoice. So that's another letter to ask them to clear those areas so we can continue the service.
Yes.
Document number 5, notice letter to discontinue the service, addressed to Basay Area Council, and the governor of Basay was copied. And here you can see that I have explained our reasons, the payment issues and not getting the information, data, and no cooperation from Basay Area Council.
Yes.
So we were alerting them that we will discontinue the system if we are not getting paid. That was on 24th April 2023. That is document number 6, the letter to clear both invoice 2020-2021 sent by the CEO of Basse, mentioning here the payment plan where it was not honored. So this is an answer of my question. When I asked for the payment, he sent me this letter saying, okay, Hakim, we will pay you starting from March 2023, but it didn't happen that time. So that's a payment plan from Basse Area Council. Document number 7. I was explaining on my previous testimony that I was requesting for data and requesting for cooperation from Mr. Lamin Suw. So this is a letter that I'm asking for data from Jan 2023 till 30 of April, plus complete year of 2022. That explained that we were not having the revenue and the income that your honor last time you give me the figures. So that is a letter, I sent it to them asking for this information, but there was no positive response. That was sent on 21st June 2023. Document number 8. That is the previous managing director who sent a letter on 19 October 2020, where he was talking about the collection performance, the baseline, and joint bank account. So here you can find all the explanation of the previous managing director, all the points he explained it here. That's why the joint bank account not opened, why the collection performance very weak, and the matter of the baseline. Document number 9. Here I mentioned last time also that we had the verification team. So here you can see the mission of the verification team, because Mr. Patrick, if you're asking me about the staff, the company was too good to the council, and during the beginning of the...
I am really struggling to hear you.
Sorry?
I am struggling to hear what you are saying.
Okay. So this is document number 9, where I spoke last time about the verification team, if you remember. So this is the terms of, or the job descriptions of the verification team was deployed in Basse Area Council to help the collectors to get the revenue. So here you will find all the explanation what these guys were doing to support the revenue collection. Number 10, that's very important for me to show you. That's a letter sent and signed by Mr. Lamin Suw, Director of Finance, where I have asked him to send me the data collection, the period of 1st June 2020 to 31st December 2020, where he sent me a letter and a table details with all the collection has been done in Basse Area Council, and the total was surprising. That was only 7,310,501 Dalasi. So for me, that letter, when he sent it to me, it was surprising, and that's why I was arguing that this is not correct. So it means maybe some collectors are collecting the money out of our system. So this letter is approved from the finance director with all the figures. 29th August 2022, when he sent me this letter. Here's some emails. I print some emails regarding the POS with serial numbers, where I have given all the lady was asking me about them. The POS, 15 POS given to Basse Area Council, where the serial number, the letter was addressed to the CEO and the chairman of Basse Area Council, dated June 21st, 2023. Another email requesting 2022 tax collection record addressed to Mr. CEO of BASE, copied Mr. Lamin Suw on April 11, 2023. Another email to remind them where Mr. Fode replied to me saying, noted Mr. Hakim, I understand, if you allow me to read it, I really know that we owe 5C and we are ready to pay you the full amount, but the machine, it will be very hard to fulfill the promises. Yes, I know you have invested a lot on the partnership. Now you start getting back the proceed, but please, for the sake of continuity, please get us some machines so that they can work tirelessly to give you the areas. So this is a proof that from the chairman, he was accepting that they owe us and he was willing to pay us, but he was requesting for more machines.
Is that all?
I have 35 documents.
All right, so did you number all of them?
Yes. You can have a copy.
Perhaps we can have them and then we can turn them in a bundle.
Yeah.
Honorable Chairperson? Yeah, so let me have all the 35. But do you have a list of...
I have my copy also.
You have your copy. So if you want to make reference to any of the letters, you can always make
sure.
You can always make reference to
sure.
them in your copy. So all these letters are mainly correspondences between yourself or the 5C and Basi Area Council. Is that correct?
Correct. Plus, when your honor asked me last time about some proofs,
yes,
I did some effort. Even I contacted my colleagues. Even they left the company.
Yes,
and they sent me an email of kind of documents where it is shown that they requested for the bank statement to identify the baseline, basically. Some documents are there.
Yes. So where is the incorporation document? Madam Chairperson, we will...
you go to business certificate, it's the document number 33.
Yes, so I will come to that.
Okay.
But these are all copies, is that correct?
Yes.
Madam Chairperson, we will apply to tender correspondences between 5C and Basi Area Council or related matters as well. There are 35 documents. It has been marked by the witness from 1 to 35, is that correct?
Yes.
All into evidence as an exhibit. We apply to have them tendered in a bundle. And where are these originals? They are with you.
I have a soft copy in my USB. If you want, I can share it with you also.
And Mr. Hakim, do you have evidence of payment of tax as a company registered in the Gambia?
Yes, madam. Actually, when you asked me for these documents, I was planning to go today and bring you the certificate, but the register called me. He said, you have to come at 10:30 today. I explained to him that I have to go and get some documents. He said, you come, you testify, then later you can bring us these documents. Okay. Whatever's pending.
So we will expect you to, when we are done, for you to produce that.
Yeah,
for us.
after I'll go directly to Jari to bring the certificate.
Thank you. The witness presented documents numbering 1 to 35. They are all admitted in the bundle in evidence and marked as LGC/Basi HB/BSAC/1 to 35.
As the commission places. 1 to 35?
Yes.
As the commission places. So yes, so you have the incorporation document?
Yes.
Yeah.
There,
Can we
yeah.
can we see them?
It's number 34.
Yes, Chair.
Yes, it's document 33 and 34.
Yeah.
Let me just give you the exhibit. Registrar, Deputy Registrar, please.
Yes, so what I mean is the memorandum and article. Do you have it?
I have it, yes.
Yes. Do you have it with you right now?
Actually, the honor lady did not ask for it, but I did not print it, but I have the soft
you didn't
copy,
print
yes.
Yes, you can bring that one also
Okay,
later when you
okay,
are bringing
articles,
the-
no problem. I have,
Yes,
yes.
So who are the shareholders? Do you know?
The shareholder,
Yes. Of the company.
Deputy Registrar.
yes.
Tell us.
There is two shareholders.
And who are these shareholders?
The shareholders, Mr. Jerome.
Mr.
Jerome,
Jerome?
yeah. And Mr. Baku Tubusila.
Jerome what?
Jerome Spaye.
Jerome Spy from?
Yeah. From Belgium.
From Belgium.
Yeah.
Do you know the amount of shares that he holds?
I'll check on the articles.
Very well, please confirm.
Yeah.
Now, so when it comes to the baseline,
Yes.
I had asked that you provide us the letter. Is it part of this letter? The letter regarding the
Yes.
one that was sent
Affirmative.
to you.
Yes.
What number is the letter?
There is two letters basically. There is letter number 35
Yes.
and the second one
35?
Yeah, because they have sent two letters. So you will have document number 35.
35.
35.
Yes. Yes.
And there is another letter, let me show you. Number 16, where the CEO asked to revise the baseline. So
Number 16.
Number 16 and number 35, yes.
I believe you must have a copy with you.
I have.
Yes. Can you now get us through these two letters and tell us yes, and tell us regarding the letters you have received from the council regarding the baseline?
Okay, well, if you can read the first one, which is dated 6th May 2020, the area council, they have sent a letter to determine the revenue on 2019, where they mentioned the total of 21 million
Yes.
dollars as a baseline.
Yes.
You can go through the letter.
So first
also.
they sent you a letter on
Yeah.
on the 6th of May 2020,
Yes.
wherein they were giving you information regarding what their baseline was for 2019. Is that correct?
20.
The first letter, mark,
yes,
the first letter, 35, that you have numbered 35,
yes,
is a letter addressed to the Managing Director of 5C Energy Company, Gambia. Your agreement between yourself.
This is the
However, as per the framework agreement, the 21 million shall remain the council's total expected revenue, and any other amount on top of the 21 million shall be shared between 5C Energy Company, the Gambia, and the Basse Area Council in the ratio 50/50 for the year ending 2019, and shall be subjected to a review depending on the new baseline for the beginning 2020 and other proceedings a year ahead. The management look forward to a very fruitful bilateral cooperation between the 5C Energy Company and the Basse Area Council. Your perusal and comments to that effect shall be great value to us as a council. So this letter is telling you what the baseline was for 2019. Is that correct?
yes.
And what was the baseline for 2019 as per this letter?
As per this letter, 21 million.
$21 million.
Yes.
Now, interestingly, that was on the 6th of May 2020. Now, on the 8th of June 2020, they sent you another one. But then before they sent you this letter, did you reply to this letter?
As you can see, I was not there as a managing director, and when I checked, I did not find any reply.
Any reply.
Yeah.
But in June, on the 8th of June 2020, Basse Area Council sent another letter with the heading Revised 2019 Baseline. And they are saying this: following further consultations regarding the 2019 total tax revenue that is agreed as our baseline, we concluded that not all monies in the bank accounts submitted to your office in May 2020 as our tax revenue were revenue derived from tax. A significant amount of the money was not tax revenue. Instead, annual subvention found and grants among other payments. We have therefore audited all the accounts and extracted the total only tax revenue in quotation and in bold, which totaled $14,713,593 buttons. Based on these findings, we write to inform you that this amount of $14,713,593 buttons will now serve as our final baseline, and any tax income above this will be subject to sharing in accordance with our contract agreement. Please find attached the financial breakdown. Do you see that?
Affirmative.
So now the amount has dropped from 21 million to 14 million.
Affirmative.
What?
Affirmative as per their letter.
Yes. So no, I didn't hear the word affirmative. So basically it has dropped from 21 million to 19 million overnight. Why do you think that was the case?
As per their explanation,
yes,
they mentioned clearly that they have audited their bank account and they found out that some amounts are out of the tax revenue and they are kind of subventions from the government. That's why they removed as per the letter.
Did you confirm that? Did 5C confirm that?
I didn't see any reply on that except the one I mentioned before where we spoke about the matter related when the previous managing director said the point when he talked about the baseline, but as we are dealing with institutions, so our company accept that baseline.
So basically, the reduction of the baseline cannot just automatically come from Basse Area Council. It has to come from 5C in either querying the baseline as being too high. As a result, Basse Area Council will probably see the need to see and revise the baseline. Is that not the case? Ideally.
You done?
Ideally.
Okay, Your Honor, when you ask about how we identify the baseline, we have requests, as you said, when they mentioned 14 million.
Yes.
This is the case where we ask for bank statements and ledgers and all. You will find here a document, I will look for it, and also I have an Excel sheet in my USB and a soft copy because I could not print all the Excel, it's too much. I'll give it to you to check where they sent us the information showing it's $14 million.
Yes, they had said with respect to the letter, with respect to the revised baseline that was sent in June, 8 June, that they have attached some documents to actually show you that the 21 million was revised and now it's 14 million. I am saying if the baseline is 21 million, that would be best for Basse Area Council because then you will only share profit above 21 million. But now, if it is 14 million or anything less than 21 million, you are only sharing the profit above the 14 million. So for the interest of Basse Area Council, it should remain 21 million. But for the interest of 5C, if it is less than 21 million, that is best for you or any company. Is that not correct?
If it is the case, yes, correct.
That's correct, good. So now my point now is, they didn't just revise the budget, the revenue, the baseline from 21 million by themselves. It must have been communications between yourself, your company 5C, and Basse Area Council. Naturally.
Negative, sir.
No, you cannot say negative because you are saying you don't have evidence of that.
No.
Exactly. Because if you are saying negative, it means you are sure that your company never queried or have concerns about $21 million.
Can I answer?
Yes.
Okay. The question was, if as a 5C, we can ask them how they reduce it. That's the question, right?
No, you will have query or concerns about the 21 million, which you would naturally communicate to them, which will warrant them to revise the baseline.
Your Honor, what evidence we can have from the Basse Area Council is the bank statement, the ledgers. That's the documents we can be based on why and how they make it 14 million. And that's what we ask them, and that's what they send us. I have in the soft copy, you can see it, and ask any financial guy to check that they mentioned 14 million is the baseline according to what they collect. Till here, as I mentioned, we trust the partner, and they are a government institution. So when they send us a document, we accept it as they said. From 21 to 14, the difference was subventions, and 2 letters are mentioning that subject.
Council, let me ask. Mr. Hakim, would it be true to state that the justification that Basse Area Council gave with respect to reducing the baseline from 21 million to 14 million, accounting-wise, do you think that is a good justification with respect to the sum total revenue that they have originally given you as revenue being collected from the council?
See, madam, as a private company, when we come to any council and we ask documents, they provide us the documents like what they submitted on the National Assembly, what the finance director prepared. I'm coming to explain. So when they give us whatever documentation, we'll see it and check it, of course. But again, we are trusting that area council, what they are giving us, stamp. That's why today I am bringing you a proof of what they give me.
Yeah.
You know, when they give me 14 million, that's the time where I will accept that project, or I will say, no, it's too poor for me, and I will go.
Now, what I'm saying, you know, they did justification. They were talking about subventions and this and that.
Guarantees,
as you know, the reason why they are reducing the income they anticipate to get the following year. So my issue is that, you know, we are not talking about 5C or Basse Area Council. I am referring to the conditions they gave there. Are there conditions, generally, if you were asked to give an opinion, are those conditions that are acceptable to have been the reason of reduction in the revenue? Because they have given you, just like you said, to explain to me, for me to understand, they have given you bank statement and ledgers, etc. So you have an idea of what is their anticipated income based on the documents you have seen. So that is the question I'm asking. What is your opinion?
See, ma'am, actually, my opinion will not be neutral in this case, because if you're working with the area council and you're coming asking for document, they give you the document. As a private company, you will do your analysis. You will see if that potential will be good for your company, you will go ahead for the project. If you see it's not good, then you will say, no, sorry, I cannot accept this.
Thank you so much. You've answered my question. Council, you may proceed.
$21 million as a baseline and $14 million as a baseline. Which one will be good for the company?
Sorry, which is?
$21 million as baseline or $14 million as baseline. Which one is best for the company?
The potential to see it is 21.
And $21 million as a baseline and $14 million as a baseline. Which one is more profitable for the company?
See, if we look at the profit as a company, we don't care about your baseline. Why? Because we will not get anything under that baseline. Whatever you will get, either 14 or either 21 or either 70 million, we don't have a problem with that. Our problem will be when we are increasing.
No, don't try to be too smart. You see, don't try to be too smart. You are doing business. Your profit depends entirely from any amount, any value, any dalasi or butut that is added on top of the baseline. Is that not correct? So if you have $14 million as the baseline, then the following year you make $15 million. Are you not going to share the $1 million?
We will share.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if the baseline is $21 million and you make for the year $20 million, how much are you going to share?
We will share more, yeah.
You will not share anything.
No. Okay.
It's a loss. Is that not correct?
Correct.
So that's why I'm saying the lower the baseline, the better for the company. Do you agree with that?
As calculation, yes.
Exactly. So that's why I am telling you, $21 million will not favor any business entity if you can have $14 million, which is best, which is much more better and much more profitable than $21 million.
But Your Honor, we did not interfere or any.
No. I know.
I'll explain to you.
No. Wait a minute. Before you.
The first or the second, those both letters are from Basse Area Council.
No, you see, that's why I said you are trying to dodge the question because you know exactly what I'm trying to say. I am not saying you have interfered. You haven't reached at that level yet. But just answer the question honorably and honestly, and we move on. Some of these things are basic. We know the lower the baseline, the more profit you will have. Is that not the case?
Okay.
Exactly. So now, the reason that they give as why they are reducing the baseline, what do they say is the reason as per the letter? Number 16, the revised 2019 baseline. What are they saying is the reason?
They're saying that they have done audits on their accounts.
Yes.
And they found out that some money, not tax only, is kind of subventions found and grants amount.
Yes.
And other payments.
Yes.
That's the reason they are reducing the baseline.
Let me read to you their reason. They said a significant amount of the money was not tax revenue. Instead, annual subvention found and grants. Let me show you the national audit on the 6th day of May 2021 with respect to the grant from government for that year. And you tell me how much. Grant is here. Yes. You will see on the first column, Honorable Commissioners, I am showing the witness the audit report for 2019, the year ended 2019. If you look at it, what was the baseline for 2019? Where they put it?
21 million.
21 million. So it's very consistent with the first letter they sent to you on the in May, on the 6th day of May 2020. The budget, the audit report, what the baseline is there is very consistent with the first letter they sent to you regarding 21 million. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, sir, but there is grant, government, interest on.
No, wait a minute.
Divided. That was included also.
Is that the 21 million consistent first? We're not talking about the revised yet.
No, I'm talking about the 20.
No.
The document.
I direct you. The total revenue you see. What is the total?
21 million.
Is that consistent with the first letter they sent?
Yes.
Now, the reason they are saying is grants. They said now because of the grants from government, now it has to reduce to 14 million. Is that correct?
Yes, as per their letter.
Look at the grant column.
500.
500 what?
$1,000.
Can I have the document, please? So
Council, may I be guided as to the page?
Yes, so the page 9 of 2019, you will see that the total revenue for 2019, as I indicated earlier, is $21 million, which is consistent with the first letter sent in May 6th with respect to what the total revenue was. Is that correct? Now, they are saying, as per the letter on the 6th of May 2020, that because of the grant, it has now reduced to 14 million. But if you look at the grant on page 9, it's $500,000 for 2019. Is that correct?
Affirmative.
Good. So again, when 5C entered into a contract with Basse Area Council, what they first gave you was the actual baseline of the area council. Do you now understand that?
Yes.
When they send you a second letter reducing the baseline, that was not correct. Do you now understand that? Do you now understand that, sir?
Yes.
Exactly. Which would be, in turn, good for 5C.
But for the 14 million, what they did, what I found on the documents, they sent a supportive document. They sent a supportive document showing the 14 million.
But did they not send a supportive document showing the $21 million?
I didn't find any documents.
Did you not ask? The company should have asked for supporting documents for $21 million. Because it's not convenient to 5C. It's not convenient to 5C to go by the $21 million. That is why it has been reduced to $14 million. Do you understand that?
I understand, and I'm trying also to explain and give whatever information I have, but the time when they sent the $20 million, unfortunately I was not there to ask for this document.
See, I know you know that I have not called your name specifically to say you were there on the ground to alter the figures. But I am telling you, the figures were altered for the interest of both Basse Area Council, whoever was doing the accounting, with 5C. Whether it was you or not, but the person on the ground, they altered the figures to maximize profit.
That also Basse Area Council has to answer this.
Of course, they will answer when they come, but your company will answer as well.
Our company working as per what they sent us.
No, that's not correct. No. That's not true. That's not true, because like I said initially the first day, If the company 5C is a business entity, they don't operate at a, they don't want to operate at a loss. They don't, do they? Do you operate a company to operate at a loss?
No.
Exactly. You don't do that. So the more you can maximize profit for any company, even if I have to operate a company, the better for me.
But
is
we
that
are
not
now
the case?
in loss.
What?
But now we are in loss. We are the victim now.
No, I don't know whether you are lost or not. Your company or any company not at a loss is not my concern. But I don't want any company to not at a loss. Yeah. But you cannot also defraud the country.
Fraud the country?
Yes, the company 5C is defrauding the country by going to or conniving with Basel Area Council, whoever the individual was, to kind of alter the figures to maximize profit.
Okay, I think this question, I believe maybe a lawyer of our company can talk, because when there's an allegation now for the company when you say we are frauding the country. But for me, we are working with institute. They send us our letters. I brought what they send us. I don't think so that our former managing director was in that tension to reduce the baseline to get a profit for the company. Why? Let me explain to you why. Why? Because till today, sir, we are in loss. We are the victim. With all my documents, where is our profit? If you are talking about we did profit or there is no profit for us, till today we are investing, we are spending, but we did not get paid. Sir, we are the
How much were you paid?
We paid $800 from 2019.
And what was your invoice?
3 million. As per
how do you arrive at that invoice?
We arrive it from the ledgers, what we brought with
No,
Mr.
you
Suso.
arrive it based on the baseline.
Yes, on the baseline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is the point.
Yeah.
You cannot justify your 3 million profit. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You arrive at the 3 million based on the baseline of $14 million.
Yeah. What do you think if we have interest to gain more, we will not accept this 3 million, sir? As you mentioned last time.
No.
Let me continue.
Go ahead.
Last time you explained to me,
yes,
because you have the authority to give this information.
Yes.
Now I'm bringing 35 documents showing, I'm begging the area council to give me this information, where you give it to me last time with this 24 million, where we can show that our company can make profit. But this is not the case today. We are the victim. We don't have any profit. We are spending in this country, and we are trying to improve the revenue of the council, but we did not get anything.
Listen.
As a company,
it's very interesting,
yeah.
And in as much as people may really pity you or any company, I don't. I cannot have that pity. I serve this country. What I am telling you is, if you run at a loss, you run at a loss. It's a business agreement. If you have profit, you have profit, but it has to be genuine. It has to be genuine. It has to be based on the actual figures. That's my point. No company can be allowed to be altering figures for the interest of the company or whosoever the individual is to defraud the company. Because once you do that, you are defrauding the country. That's my point. So the 3 million is as per the baseline of $14 million. And the 14 million is incorrect.
Counsel, may I ask?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Hakim, it will be true to state that the second letter they wrote, reducing the baseline, is based on the representation that they gave to you. And what council is trying to say is that Basse Area Council misrepresented the facts to you, because the grants, the justification, earlier on I asked you, the justification you gave, we are now putting across to you the evidence that what they told you was not true.
Exactly.
Right? So that is why council is telling you whatever it is that has happened, Basse Area Council misrepresented to you.
Exactly.
But what we are trying to ascertain is that these two letters, we have requested that you go back and check whether there were responses to these two letters, because it will be important and interesting for us to know what your response to these two letters is, to help us guide and determine what has transpired. And we understand that it is a contractual transaction you entered with Basse Area Council, and they will have to respect the contract they entered with you. That is not a question for debate. But the facts and issues they represented to you, we have gathered evidence to prove that those facts and issues are false and are untrue.
Agreed.
So you must go back to the drawing board to renegotiate the issues. Right? Thank you.
Thank you.
You may proceed.
Honorable Chair, I think not only did they misrepresent the facts to them, but they have to prove that it was not done. They didn't conspire to alter the figures. That is the issue. Because you told me, and correct me if I'm wrong, that when you are given a baseline, what you look for is evidence to support, to actually ascertain that in fact the amount said in the baseline is the true amount with respect to the revenue collected for a particular year. Is that not correct?
Correct.
And therefore you will ask for ledgers or accounting documents or bank statements to support that. So that when any institution or any company or anyone you're dealing with gives you a certain figure, if you don't verify, it may work against you. That is hence the need to verify. Do you follow?
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Where we can verify after when we get the information from the area council?
What?
Where we can verify after getting a document from...
Where you can verify?
Yeah.
You have a lawyer. Don't you have a lawyer?
We have a lawyer.
Exactly. That's not for me.
But when you are working with institution, when they send you a letter, as I mentioned, and you cannot go in every transaction and ask for...
No, you had told
verification.
me...
That trust also was there.
You had told the commission earlier, don't forget that, when we first had a discussion, that when you are given a letter as or a figure for a baseline, you just don't depend on that. You verify these figures. And how you verify them is to examining the accounting documents, that is the ledgers or any accounting document or the bank statements. So you know what you will do to verify, because you're a company and this is what you do. So you don't throw the question back at me and pretend you don't know how to verify this. You don't play smart on me.
No,
don't do that.
No, I'm just trying to get information.
No, you know the answer. You don't do that. Because once you ask that question, it appears as if you are innocent as a company. You don't even know that all you go by is the baseline. And therefore the figure you are given. And therefore you'd have gone by the 21 million. Because you don't know. That's what an innocent person will do. You go by the figure you are given because you are innocent in it. So when you send the invoice, you had explained here that the Director of Finance, and please don't hesitate to correct me, the Director of Finance came to meet you and to discuss about the monies owed to 5C. Is that correct?
The money?
The Lamin Suw at some point came to meet you.
Yeah.
Where did he meet you?
First of all, and there is a document here explaining that I went first.
Yes.
I went to Basse.
Yes.
To see what...
What number is that, please?
Okay. So first, before he came, I went there, just to make sure. Let me show you it calls the Basse summary trip. It's an email, let me check. Okay, document number 32.
32.
Yeah, you will see here the Basse business trip, where I went on February 18, 2022.
Yes.
Where that time even I was not the managing director, but I was the ops manager, yes. And I was instructed by the company to go to Basse and do some audits on the field to check how is the operation going on.
Yes.
And you can see also there is a pictures with the CEO. There is a picture where I have went to see the new market, meeting with the CEO and the chairman, checking the collectors' knowledge about our system. So here, if you see the trip agenda, day 1, day 2, so I went with my remarks and findings. You can see all what I have done, where I have checked the POS, the collectors, how they are using the POS on the field. I have observed some problem with them when they are just printing the receipts and giving it to the taxpayers.
So what are you trying to tell us? What is the rationale or the idea that you went there for?
So here where I went to check, first of all, the operation, how it is going, yes. Because we have seen that poor collection is going on there, and we have, as a partnership with Basse Area Council, we have to go and see what issues they are having to try to solve their problems. Then also I meet with Mr. Susu, and I ask for the same data collection to align it with the system. Here, when he came back to me here, that's coming to your question, when we met here, and I asked him to bring all whatever necessary document to reconcile the...
Now, that's what I want to know. When did Lamin Suw come to your... And where did he meet you, in fact?
Actually, I'm staying in Coco Ocean Hotel, so I asked him to come there so we can sit and discuss.
And discuss. And then what was the nature of the meeting?
If you see his letter, it was one day before his letter, number 10.
What?
The day when he came, after 2 days, he sent me the letter. So it is 2 days before the letter he sent with the figure, the 7 million. It's document number 10.
So now, he came to meet you to discuss the arrears.
Yes.
Is that the case?
Yes.
And how much was the area?
He gave me 7 millions.
How much?
7 millions.
7 million?
Yeah, as revenue collected.
Yes. For which year?
2020.
2020.
From June till December.
So the 3 million that you said they owe you, it was for which year?
That was for 2020 and 2021.
2021. So for the 7 million that they said they collected, I understand you said that they were excluding financial institutions.
Yes.
And when you discussed that and you had an understanding that they are part of it, did you now send another invoice regarding how much the total revenue would, of the amount that they collect for 2020? Did you now resolve the issue regarding 2020?
No, not yet.
That hasn't been resolved?
No.
Did you send any documentation or any invoice after the meeting?
Actually, not invoice. I've emails, yes.
Email?
Yeah. To get the data, to align it with the system so we can invoice them, yes.
Have you had the data for 2020 yet? Have you been sent the data for 2020 to actually reconcile the actual revenue?
See, when he came here,
yes,
he brought all the ledgers.
Yes.
Okay? He was showing me that this is what we have collected and this is what we have done.
Yes.
Okay? So he showed me all the documents.
Yes.
Then we agreed that the 3 million will be the exceeding amount. 1 million will be for the 2020 and around 2 million in 2021. That is through the system.
You guys, were you doing some, I don't know, were you sharing money so informally? Because it's even difficult for anybody to understand.
Sir, we are not sharing the money like this, huh? Sorry.
You are sharing the money.
No. I'm trying to explain to you what you are
now,
taking
let's
my
take
words.
it one step at a time.
Let me explain.
Wait a minute. Let's take it one step at a time. In 2020, there was a letter, 29th of August 2022, sent to the managing director of 5C Energy, wherein they told you that a total of $7 million or more being collected as per the contract agreement on revenue source of council. That's what they are telling you, that for 2020, $7 million was collected. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we'll take it one at a time. So now the $7 million it is because they are saying this is as per the agreement you have with them. But then when they came to you, when he came to you, he said because financial institutions are not part of it. Is that correct?
Not when he came to me. That when I testimony last time. That was in a meeting there in Basay. When I went to Basay, he was telling me some of the tax collection not in the contract.
Now I rephrase. When you guys met,
the
venue is here is not very important. When you guys met, he said that the financial institutions like banks, they are not part of it. Is that what he said?
When we met here.
No, when you just met.
Yes,
the place does not matter for me.
Yes.
And therefore you said to him, no, that's not correct, and you have shown him the contract.
Yes.
And what did the contract say?
The contract said it's there. It has to be part of the tax collection.
The financial institutions must be part of the tax that you should collect with the machines.
Yes.
And so therefore all revenues that were collected not using the machine should be added to the 7 million. Is that the idea?
Yes.
Exactly. And therefore now, what would be the amount?
The amount exactly?
If you add what they have collected by not using the machine to the $7 million, what would be the amount?
I cannot give you the figures now. I have to check in the system.
We will need the figures.
Yeah.
But whatever the amount is, you have calculated that you will have $1 million profit.
Exactly.
For 2020.
Yes.
And that is going by the baseline of 14 million for 2020.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
And now the outstanding $2 million is profit would be for what year?
For 2021.
2021. And what was the amount of revenue collected for 2021?
I have to check. I don't have the figures right now.
You don't have any documentation here with you?
For 2021, no.
You don't have any documentation with you?
No, for now, no.
At all? When can you make us available that document?
I'll check because I'll check back.
Where's the invoice?
The invoice is there.
Okay, can you show us the number of the invoice?
The 3 million you mean, right?
Yeah, for the 2 million. You know the 1 million is for 2020.
Yes.
The 2 million is for 2021.
Yes.
So where is the invoice that you have sent to explain all of this?
Okay. The letter is here. You mean the breakdown?
Yes.
The breakdown. Okay, I'll bring it.
Can I see the letter?
Yes.
Is it part of the letters you have submitted?
Yes, yes.
What number is it?
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah, number 4, reference to statement. Okay, it's document number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
It says letter to clear both invoices 2020 and 2021. And that is addressed to the CEO of Basa Area Council. Is that correct?
Affirmative.
The date is 8 February 2023. It reads, with permission, Chairperson, reference is made to the service contract between 5C Energy Company Limited and Basa Area Council. As per the statement's reconciliation meeting between 5C Energy, represented by the Managing Director and Basa Area Council, represented by the Director of Finance, we all agreed that Basa Area Council will pay $3 million to 5C Energy to clear the 2020 and 2021 invoices. Please provide your payment plan as soon as possible, as 2022 invoice still pending. But now, how did you arrive at the 3 million is what we are interested in.
Okay. We have invoiced Basa Area Council through the system, whatever they had.
Yes.
Okay, that breakdown, okay, I'll bring it, that's what I'm saying.
So that breakdown,
yeah.
Did you send it to Basa Area Council, or it was as a result of the meeting that you guys agreed on it?
No, we have sent it to him. Yeah.
You have sent to them?
Yeah.
So, again, for 2020, did they also give you the correct accounting as to how much they have collected from the financial institutions?
No.
Because they would have collected about $9 million to add on top of the $7 million. Is that not the case?
Normally, yeah.
So you are saying for 2020, the financial institutions alone, they collected $9 million.
I have to check the figures, yeah.
But you did the reconciliation, you can tell me.
I don't remember the figures. I don't recall the figures. I have to check the figures. You said 9 million.
It has to be there, 9 million. 9 plus 7 will be what, how much?
No, I have to check it to correct.
You see, if you say you have to check, it means you'll have to come back here and also give evidence as to some of these things as well. Do you understand?
Council, I believe the mathematics there is wrong. It should be 9 million plus 1. Yes, because if you add the 9 million plus the 7, it's going to give you 14. And if they are invoicing the Basa Area Council for 1 million, it should be about 15 million that they must have made. So it is 9 million plus 1.
Plus 1.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it is making matters worse then, probably. But whatever the case is as well, you would have to make substantial amount of money, 9 million plus 1 or so, or thereabout, to be able to have your $1 million profit. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
So now we will need the correct accounting, the invoices, the breakdown, which means that after this session today, we will probably give you another date to come back, so that we will discuss the breakdown as to how you arrived at these figures. Now, which year did you start with Banjul?
Banjul.
Yes.
This year?
This year.
We signed the contract on October 2022.
2022.
October.
Have you already started collecting revenue?
Yeah.
And have you already, and is it the same agreement as well you have with Banjul?
Other agreement, not the same.
But I mean the same, is it the same understanding, like 50-50 for the first year, or is it different?
That's something else. That's not the same, because every municipality having different kind of sharing part, yeah.
Do you have the agreement with Banjul?
I have it.
Do you have it with you currently?
I was not expecting you to talk about Banjul today, so I did not bring a Banjul contract.
Don't worry about that. So if you don't have it here, you can note it down. We'll also request the agreement you have with Banjul.
Okay.
Have you already done this? Have you already sent your first invoice?
Not yet.
Not yet. When will you be sending your first invoice?
Because we're still checking. You know, the first year normally, in all the cases, because of the system will be new and all, so in the first year, all the time we don't expect that much, so we're still observing. Some of the months did not touch the baseline, so we still...
What was the baseline for Banjul upon having the agreement with them?
Around 68 million.
68 million?
Yeah.
Right, we will need you to give us the documentation regarding how you arrive at the baseline as well with the area council. Is that correct?
Okay.
Is it okay?
Okay.
Good. Now,
Council, Mr. Hakim, can we also get the agreement for Brikama Area Council?
Brikama, okay. The
Yes.
agreement. Okay.
Yes. So that we can deal with all of those when he comes back next.
Yes.
When he is able to put all the documents together.
absolutely. So for the same documents as well for Brikama Area Council. Which year did you start with Brikama Area Council?
Sorry.
Which year did you start with them? Brikama.
2019.
Okay. So you can jot down the documentations that we will need for Brikama Area, for all the area councils as well. For all the area councils you are working with, we will need the documentations. Now, the other question I want to ask is in relation to your company. You are the secretary to the company currently,
Affirmative.
and you are also a director.
Yes.
Do you currently hold shares?
In 5C, no.
Not at all. Now, if you don't have an office and you don't have an address, how, if you just there to pack your stuff and go, what will be there for the institutions you work with?
Can you come back again?
If you're just there to pack your stuff and go right now, because you're the only one in the company as we speak.
Yes.
So if you are there to close and just travel today and leave the country, will that not cause problems for the local government area councils you're working with?
See, actually, we have a contract which
Yes.
is between our company and area council, right? So I think by law we cannot just go and run away like that.
But that's by law, and that's by law.
Huh? I'm coming.
Yes.
Plus our reputation and our business in Africa, especially, not only in Asia, we cannot just go because we have business in Senegal and we have business in other countries, so we cannot just go and, no, I don't think so.
That's not
It's
like
not
we.
the case.
That's not like we. As we speak now, it's you alone.
Yeah,
Just
but
you.
I'm here from 2000, the company existing, even we did not get paid, we're still here.
You see, I have no doubt. Probably, let me say, I may not even want to have doubt that you will just pack your stuff and leave. But then, that's for my own personal consumption. That's me, how I see you. Perfect gentleman, where you're sitting.
Thank you.
I have no reason to believe otherwise. But then it's about the country, about rules and regulations, about what is best for the country. And in doing so, I don't have to look at your character or so. What I'm saying is there are rules or regulations or laws governing as to how you should operate. If you have a company, but you don't have an address, and nothing is visible, do you even have assets in this country? 5C. Do you have assets?
Assets.
Yes.
All these gadgets or our equipments are assets.
Come on. You make profit from the monies that you make from these gadgets in one deal or two. We don't count these gadgets. You charge for them.
No, we do not charge for them. If the damages, I said, that's only one way just to control the loss with the council. We are not charging the council.
So you are saying if there's any problem, we will have to deal with the gadgets you have here. Is that what you're saying? Let's say, for example, the company decides to just go away with $20 million of $100 million of government or the funds of the country for whatsoever reason, or we need to hold the company accountable of any kind, and you're not here. Who do we deal with? The gadgets?
No, Your Honor, if you see, as per the contract even, we should get our part when the area council benefits and the sharing part, you will take it, then we can get paid. Let me continue,
Forget
please.
that.
No, let me continue. Let me continue, please.
Go ahead.
Because you said that we might pack and go. Who's doing that? Somebody who's stealing the money and going. That's the case. But for us, we will not get any payment till the area council touch their baseline, take their profit, then they are paying us. Where the scenario is, we did not get paid till today, and still we are here, still we are requesting for our payment. So we cannot just go.
It can be monies that the company will take, as we speak. As we speak now, we have an issue with respect to the baseline that both the 5C and the City Council agreed to, which is altering the figures. I'm not saying you alter the figures, but one party or both parties have taken part in altering the figures, which is grossly wrong. That's one part of it. So I'm saying being held responsible of any kind, whether financially or breaking the rules of any kind, who do we talk to? If you travel today, who do we talk to? Who do we talk to?
We have,
you don't have an office, you don't have a staff.
We have our lawyer here, we have, no, the office, the office was there, but because of charges and all, and because of the nature of our work, we decided to stop paying the rent there. But
Mr. Hakim, I believe that when private companies make business in this country, the minimum they should give the country is respect when you do transactions in this country. Because the law is very clear about when you are doing business, what you are supposed to comply with. And what Council is trying to put across to you is the fact that you have even said that in evidence. At one point, you decided to suspend the access for the Bassa Area Council to go and collect tax. So if you don't have an office, you can fall sick. Something can happen to you. You are the only one that is managing the system. You don't have another staff that you delegate that responsibility. For example, you are dealing with three area councils. If something should happen to you, who would take responsibility in making sure that the system will continue to work? Yes, they owe you money. That is very fundamental, and it is a contract that they sign. They must respect the contract. But the minimum is that when you do business in a country, you must respect the laws and you must respect the procedures, so that at the end of the day, if you want to ask for your rights, they are respected. So that is what I want to put across to you. Council, you may proceed.
Agree, madam.
Yes.
And,
yes.
so
You must have an office.
Yes.
You must have staff.
Yes.
And people should be able to access you when they need you.
Yeah.
For example, if you are sick, because you don't own yourself, anything can happen. And you have told this commission that your server is not in the country because of fluctuation of electricity and all that stuff. You understand? Which I beg to disagree, because if really it's a long-term investment that you're doing in the country, you must provide for alternative source of electricity. And there is solar, there is generators. Maybe you can tell me if with generator, the cost element to keep it running is high. But for solar system, it is a one-off investment, which you will always transfer the cost to the client to pay. So I don't agree with the fact that the electricity is a problem, but that is my personal opinion. But what I am saying is that any businessman coming outside of this country, you must respect the rules and the regulation of this country to do business, so that at the end of the day, when you want to ask for your right, those rights are respected, because you have done the same thing, right?
Of course, madam. We are here to respect the law and to respect Gambia itself, and that's why when you called me, guys, I came, and I'm giving my testimony and giving all the documents.
Yes,
so
we thank you for
so
coming.
I'm so happy to come and give all the proof to you.
Thank you. So, Council, you may proceed.
Yes, the reason why the address is very important, and is that is in fact part of our laws. Section 21 of the Companies Act, that the notice of the address not being a postal box or private mail bag of the registered office of the company and the head office, if different from the registered office. So at all times, you must have a registered office. Do you understand that?
Understand?
Yes. So for close to a year, you don't have a registered office. You cannot operate as a shelf company or a company in the air. You have to be structured. Do you get it? All right. Thank you very much. Any questions from the commissioners?
No questions. No question. You have question?
Mr. Hakim, you said you operate from Vista Bank property?
Sorry?
You operate from Vista Bank property at Caraba Avenue. You shared office space.
Yeah, office space, yeah.
You shared office space at the building of Vista Bank.
Yeah. We hire it or rent it.
Okay. Who do you rent that from?
There is a guy and his wife, they are there, yeah.
What's the name of the company or the name of the people you are sharing office space with?
I'll check. I'll check.
Please do.
Yeah.
Because you are paying for that, right?
Yeah, whenever we go, we pay, yeah.
Okay. Please do let us know who you are working with or who is providing you a business space. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
May I just correct that part? When you say you are sharing space, it's not actually sharing as per our conversation, but then you only rent it out when you need it.
Yeah, that's the place.
Yeah, so if you say you share space, as the commissioner would understand, it may appear as if you have a space, but you're only sharing with another company or another institution. You are renting office space temporarily when you need it. It can be for a day, it can be for 1 hour, it can be for a week, it depends.
Exactly.
So you don't technically have an office.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. I thought it was important too.
Yes. So, no more questions.
Yeah, so we will apply that the witness be discharged until we further need him.
Okay.
If there are no questions.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. We will ask you to go because we have allowed you. We have asked for certain documentation and information, so that when all that is put together, you understand, we'll let you know when you will come back.
Okay, madam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. You can hold on to this mic. You speak through the mic, please. What is your religion? In which language do you wish to make your testimony? Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? You want to make an affirmation? Yes. Okay. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Mr. Witness, please. Okay, repeat after me. I Lamin Suw, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. Madam Chair, the witness has been sworn. You may kindly sit down, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Suso.
Afternoon, ma.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Counsel, can we proceed, please?
Morning, Commissioners. Morning, Mr. Suso.
Yeah, afternoon. Please, Counsel.
Can you please tell us your names?
I'm Lamin Suw,
What is your occupation?
civil servant.
Where do you live?
I'm a resident at Brikama, Newtown, West Coast region.
Mr. Suso, you gave a statement to the investigators of the commission, is that correct?
Yes.
Let me show you the statement.
Okay.
Assistant Registrar. Please look at this statement. Can you confirm if that's the statement that you gave to the commission?
Yeah, it's correct.
And that is your signature on the statement?
Yes.
Chairperson, sorry. Do you wish to adopt that statement as part of your evidence before the commission?
Yes.
Chairperson, I apply to tender the witness statement of Lamin Suw, dated the 30th of May 2023.
The witness's statement of Lamin Suw, dated the 30th of May 2023, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/LS/BSAC/001.
As the commission pleases. We're grateful. Mr. Suso, can you tell us about your educational background?
Okay, thank you, Lead Counsel. I attended Gambia Senior Secondary School, where I did my senior secondary school.
Sorry, you attended where?
I attended Gambia Training Center, where I did my senior secondary school. From there, I proceeded to Jollof Tutors for my AAT program, where I did my certificate diploma and technician level. From there, I proceeded to Success Professional Tutors for my ACCA program. I did my certificate and diploma. And I also joined American University for my university program. Thank you.
Now, which year did you go to
1990, no, 2000, 2008, 2009.
2008 or 2009?
Yeah, to 2000. 1998 to 2000.
I'm sorry.
1998 to 2000.
GAM Trade Training Center from 1998 to 2000?
Yes.
Not 2008, 2009?
Yes, yes. Oh, let's see.
Now, GAM Trade Training Center, is it a senior secondary school or is it a training center?
It's a private school. It's a training center. It's a private school. But normally, if you are enrolled there, you normally start for private exams.
So the school itself does not take West African senior secondary school examinations?
Exactly.
So it's not a senior secondary school?
No. It's a training center.
Okay. Now, so you attended from 1998 to 2000. What was the curriculum that you followed during that period?
Accountancy.
At the training center?
Yeah.
So you did not undertake any of the usual subjects that are taken in senior secondary school?
Like?
English, maths, science, biology, history, literature?
Yeah, we have English, agriculture, science, maths, yes. If I can recall well.
What else?
Yeah, economics, so management, yeah.
So the training center taught these subjects that you've just identified?
Yeah, if I can fully recall.
And in which year did you sit to the West African senior secondary school examinations?
Year 2000.
2000?
Yeah.
Now, you said that you joined Jollof Tutors?
Yeah.
When was this?
Around 2007, 2008.
And what were you studying there?
AAT.
What's AAT?
Association of Accounting Technicians.
So between the period 2000, when you sat to the West African examinations exams, and 2007, what were you doing?
When I finished my senior secondary, I joined Brikama Area Council.
When was this?
Year 2005.
You have said that you joined Brikama Area Council as a revenue collector.
Exactly.
Okay. And how did you get that job?
I applied.
In writing?
Yes.
And you were there from 2005 until?
I can't hear you.
You were at Brikama Area Council from 2005 till what period?
2021.
Okay. So you were Jollof Tutors between 2007 and 2008?
Yeah.
And when did you do your, you said you joined Success Professional Tutors?
Yes.
When was this?
Actually, I cannot recall that.
You have any certificates from that place?
I have my documents, yeah.
Okay. So what certificate did you obtain?
From Success?
Yes.
I have a certificate and diploma in ACCA.
And what year were those diplomas and certificates?
20, unless I go back to my...
You said you have your documents.
Yeah, I believe I have them.
So can you just check?
Yeah.
Thank you.
register?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
That's for which one? Are they two different qualifications, or are they one? Because you said certificate and diploma.
Yeah, the diploma is 2019. That one is this one.
And the certificate?
No, the certificate is not here. No, the certificate is not here.
Assistant Registrar, may I have the other document? This is a copy. Do you have the original?
The original, yes, it's at home.
It's at home. Can you provide us with the original
Okay.
so that we can compare it with the copy?
Okay, no problem.
Chairperson, I applied to tender the ACCA Diploma in Accounting and Business RQF Level 4. That has been awarded to Lamin Suw, and the award date is 9 September 2019.
The certificate obtained by Lamin Suw is hereby admitted in evidence. The certificate is ACCA Diploma in Accounting and Business, RQF Level 4, and it is marked LDC/LS/BSAC/ACCA in brackets RQFL4.
What's the commission, please? Assistant Registrar?
Yes.
Can I have the exhibit, please? Now, Mr. Suso, so this ACCA Diploma in Accounting and Business, it says it's level 4. How
Yeah.
many levels is it supposed to be to have the full certificate?
Can you come again?
How many levels do you have to go through to get the full certificate?
Yeah, normally you have to do level 1 and level 2, and then there are certain papers that you need to start to. From having those papers, then you can be qualified to level 4. You have to do management, financial accounting, business law, yes, and other papers.
So, are you saying that level 4 is the final level?
That I had?
No.
Yeah.
For ACCA generally?
No. It's not
so
the final.
How many levels do you need to?
I think I'm left with 3 levels. Just
Okay.
because I have to complete my Fs, then the Ps. Yeah.
Can you explain that further? You
I have to
do your
complete
Fs
the.
and your
I have to complete the F first. The Fs.
Can you? Okay, wait. Just assume that none of us know what you're talking about.
Okay,
so explain it in a way that we would understand. What are the Fs? What are the Ps or Qs that you have to complete?
I have other levels to complete.
Okay. How many levels?
2 levels.
Okay. So that would be what, 5 and 6?
F and the Ps.
F and what?
Ps. P.
P.
P. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the F level?
What?
What does F level mean? Because this says RQF level 4.
Yes.
And RQF means Regulated Qualifications Framework.
Yeah.
Right? So is there an RQF level higher than 4?
Yes.
So what are those levels?
F5, F6, and F7. Then from there, you can move to the Ps.
And how many levels are there in Ps?
Or, if I can recall, 5 to 6 papers that you need to start on.
You said 5 or 6 papers.
Yeah.
So when you have said F5, F6, F7, are those papers or are those levels?
They are papers.
Okay, so P would have 1 to 6 maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Do you know what the P means?
I cannot recall.
Okay. Now, you said you were, sorry, assistant registrar. Let me return the exhibit so I don't misplace
Deputy
it. Assistant
registrar.
registrar. Thank you. Now, you said, you can keep it. Thanks. You said you were revenue collector at Brikama Area Council and you rose to various, rose through various ranks. Can you tell us what positions you held before you were made finance manager at Brikama Area Council?
Yes, thank you. I was a revenue collector when I was appointed in 2005. From there, I was promoted to senior revenue collector, cashier, principal cashier, accounts clerk, senior accounts clerk, finance manager 2, finance manager 1, respectively.
Sorry, I just remembered. You had said, okay, thank you. You said you were at American University?
Yes. I was doing my bachelor programs.
When was this?
That's 2020. I did 2 years, but later I was appointed to Basel Area Council as Director of Finance. I could not able to continue with my studies.
Mr. Suso, do you mean 2019
Yes,
and 2020?
exactly.
Can you tell us why you could not complete your studies?
Yeah, because of the distance, and then before I was thinking I would have the opportunity to do online studies, but unfortunately I could not able to do that. And then also, Basel was very tight for me when there was a lot of issues on the table, and then those are some of the reasons why I could not able to continue with my degree program. But all along, it was part of my plan to complete it.
Okay. So at Brikama Area Council, so you've been revenue collector, senior revenue collector, cashier, accounts clerk, senior accounts clerk, finance manager 02, and then finance manager 01. So I would assume that you're familiar with the financial instruments for local government councils.
Yes.
So can you tell us which ones you're familiar with?
Okay. The Finance and Audit Act 2004, the Financial and Accounting Manual 2009, the Local Government Act 2002, the Race Act 1992, yes.
You've gone through quite a few. Okay. So, are you familiar with the local government scheme of service or the service rules?
No, not that much. No.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Public Finance Act?
No, not that much. But when I start going to the accountant general for the rollout of IFMIS, I was opportune to have some ideas about the Public Finance Act.
And did they show you, or were you made aware of its relevance to local government councils?
What?
Were you made aware of the Public Finance Act's relationship with local government councils?
No.
What about the financial regulations?
Financial regulations, no.
Okay. So, but you're familiar with Finance and Audit Act for local government councils?
Yeah.
The Finance and Accounting Manual,
Yeah.
the Local Government Act, the Rates Act. What about the Licenses Act?
Yeah, that one is our tool. That's our operational tool.
What about the Rating Valuation Act?
Yes, it's part of the Race Act.
They're two different acts.
Huh?
They are two different acts.
Yeah.
But you're familiar with that one as well?
Yeah.
So how did you become aware of the position for Director of Finance of Bata Area Council?
I saw it on a newspaper.
Okay.
And then I applied it. And I went through the normal processes.
So you're going through the papers. Do you have the newspaper advert?
Yeah, it's with me.
Can I please see that?
And the application.
Thank you. How long had you been finance manager for Brikama Area Council? Finance manager 1?
3 years to 4 years.
3 years?
To 4
3
years.
to 4 years?
Yeah.
Before you applied for this position?
Yes.
So bear with me. I'm just going to look for... Do you have a problem with me applying to tender this document?
No.
I'm grateful. Chairperson, I applied to tender the newspaper, Point newspaper, publication of Wednesday, 7th October 2020, which contains the advertisement for the position of Director of Finance.
the Point newspaper containing the advert for the position of the Director of Finance for the Basse Area Council, and dated the 7th of October 2020, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/LS/BSAC/Point newspaper as evidence in this commission.
Mr. Commissioner, please, I'm grateful. Assistant Registrar, can I have that, please? So the advert was for the position of Director of Finance, and it was for Basse and Janjanbureh area councils.
Yes.
So did you apply for both?
No, I applied for Basse.
You applied specifically for Basse?
Yes.
Why was that?
Huh?
Why was that? There were two positions.
Yeah. I applied for Basse. I only applied for Basse.
Yes, so I'm asking why you only applied for Basse.
I was interested in Basse.
Why were you interested in Basse?
Well, that one is personal to me. I decided to apply for Basse.
I see. But you forfeited your education to go to Basse because it was too far. So what's the difference between going to Basse or going to Janjanbureh?
Well, I decided not to apply for Janjanbureh and I applied for Basse.
Very well. Now, the qualification required was a minimum of ACCA Part 3 or a bachelor's degree in finance, accounts, business administration, or related fields with at least 3 years post-qualification experience. He or she should have served as finance manager for at least 1 year in a reputable institution with a good track record. Now, did you meet either of those qualifications?
Yes.
Which one was that?
The experience as finance manager.
The experience was the second requirement. The first was the professional qualifications. Did you possess any of those professional qualifications at the time you applied?
No, I only presented my ACCA qualification.
Now, do you know if anyone else applied for the position at Basse?
Yes.
Who applied?
I believe Lamin Suw applied.
Who was Lamin Suw?
We met at the interview.
Okay.
Later, we come to know each other. And then one Mr. Lamin Suw also applied.
Okay, so I asked who was Lamin Suw?
Lamin Suw, I know he lives in Jambu, and then later he was appointed as Director of Finance in
For which council?
Janjanbureh Area Council.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think the other person you said was Lamin Suw?
Lamin Suw was not lucky.
For either position?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now he's part of the council now.
Which council?
He's the acting Director of Finance, Basse Area Council.
Okay. All right. So you didn't possess any of the professional qualifications. What prompted you to apply anyway?
Because of, based on my experience.
Okay, your experience as finance manager for 3 years.
Yes, and I believe I can handle the position.
Now, the other people who applied, do you know whether they had the professional qualifications?
No, I don't know.
What about the experience?
No, I don't know.
Okay. So, when were you appointed? Before that, actually, can you take us through the process of your appointment? So you applied and you just mentioned that you went for an interview. So can you tell us what happened? Who did you apply to?
I applied to the chairman local government service commission.
Okay.
The letter I was invited for an interview.
Who sent the letter inviting you?
The chairman of, well, I cannot recall the letter, but I know the director of governance is the secretary to the Local Government Service Commission. If I can fully remember, they wrote to me.
Who? The director of governance?
Yes.
Wrote to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember who the director of governance was at that time?
Mr. Gomez, David Gomez.
David Gomez. Okay. So he wrote to you to invite you to an interview.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a copy of that letter?
No.
Okay. So you can continue. You were explaining how you were invited to the interview.
Yes, I was invited, and then and I met a panel, and then I was questioned based on my understanding about the council, whether I can able to handle the position. I cannot fully remember some of the questions that they asked me, actually. But later on, after the interview, I think it took almost 3 weeks, 4 weeks, then I was communicated that you have been appointed as Director of Finance at Basse Area Council.
So when was the interview? Do you remember?
No, I cannot recall the date and the time of the interview, actually. But I received my appointment on the 27th of January 2021, and then I'm asked to report to Basse Area Council or report to the office by the 1st of February 2021.
Can I see the appointment letter?
Yeah.
Do you have an original copy of this?
That one, is it a copy or?
It's a photocopy.
Yes, I have it at home.
Can you provide the original so that we can compare it with the copy?
Okay.
Chairperson, I apply to tender the offer of appointment as Director of Finance, dated the 27th January 2021. It's addressed to Lamin Suw, and it's from the Ministry of Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs.
The employment letter dated the 27th of January 2021, addressed to Lamin Suw, which is an offer of appointment as Director of Finance from the Ministry for Local Government, from the Ministry for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs, Banjul, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/LS/BSAC/002.
As the Commission pleases. I'm grateful. Now, Mr. So did you report to Basse Area Council on the 1st of February as required?
Yes.
Can you tell us what your duties were as finance director?
Okay, thank you. As director of finance, I have the overall responsibility of the provisions of the accounting and finance of council, and also provide guidance and advice to the council in all financial matters, maintain proper accounting system for effective and efficient revenue collection, which is one of the primary functions of council. I'm also responsible for the performance of annual financial statement, supervising the operation of finance staffs, interpreting and analysis of accounts. Thank you.
So when you left Brikama Area Council, it's what was the method of revenue collection that you left there?
The level?
What was the method?
The method
of revenue collection at Brikama Area Council before you left?
Yeah, it's 5C.
Is what
system, 5C energy devices.
Okay, so the Brikama Area Council was using the digital revenue collection machines?
Yes, but also using the manual system too.
Which one is the manual system?
If I can recall, the land transfer was used on manual system.
Okay.
Yeah, that one we are using the GTR for the land transfer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was up to 2020, right? 2021.
It started
January.
It started in 2019.
They started using it in 2019.
2019, 2020. Then I left there in 2021.
Are you familiar with the digital revenue collection machines?
Well, I have the idea. We were trained, but later on, because of my position, I deal more of the reports than using the device. I can say I cannot use the device now, even when I have the idea, but I cannot use it. So basically, by the time I was finance manager, I was more particular on the data in the system, the financial management aspect of it. I have 5 line managers under me who are responsible for the supervision of the revenue collectors. So I have little idea about the system.
Okay. Yeah. And when you moved to Basse Area Council in February 2021, they also had the digital revenue machine collection system?
Exactly.
Okay. And you still had no business with the machines?
Yes, I cannot operate the machine directly, but the system was operating. But I found that there was a lot of challenges with the system, from the level of the IT and inadequate devices, internet issues, collectors not being able to operate the device to standard like Brikama Area Council, because I understand that there are certain operating systems that the collectors cannot do on the ground. They have to communicate to the IT, or they have to come to the office to engage the IT. So basically, the system was there, but there was a lot of challenges.
Was that the same situation in Brikama?
No.
So Brikama's staff were able to use the machines effectively?
Brikama was far above Basse, because Brikama, there is one boy called Badu, the IT officer. That guy was well trained by 5C company regarding to the operational system of the devices and then the data aspect of it.
So are you saying that the IT staff at Basse Area Council were not well trained by 5C?
Yes, that is obvious. That is obvious, because there was a time we wanted to reconcile the system that we are using, that's the IFMIS system, with the 5C, but there was, we can't balance, we cannot able to reconcile. I have to engage the CEO of Brikama Area Council, that's Morjonga, to allow Badu, the IT officer, to come and support us in the system in terms of producing the data for accounting purposes.
So is there any reason why you didn't contact 5C?
Yeah, by then 5C was in the picture, because Hakim, being the managing director, came with Badu, because by then we were struggling how to reconcile these two systems. Because my system, the IFMIS system, where I keep all data, should reconcile with the 5C when it comes to revenues. So that being the case, I engaged the CEO, and the CEO engaged Modjonga for Badu to come with Hakim. They all come together.
So what I'm asking, did you engage 5C before you engaged the CEO of Brikama Area Council?
No, there was correspondence regarding between the CEO and the 5C.
From Basse?
From Basse, I can recall that. Yeah.
And that correspondence was in respect of reconciliation of the IFMIS system and the 5C system?
Exactly, because there was a point that they believed that I was not ready to comply, and that was not the case.
You were not ready to comply with what?
Giving them reports, because by then we are struggling with the IFMIS system.